everyone, Mac here, and first of all, let me welcome you all back to the channel. I do apologize, I know I've been gone for a really long time, but there were a few things in play that kept me away for a while. First of all, I did get sick, and that put me down for a few weeks, put me down for a little while. Second, as some of you may know, in my outside life, I do also run a theater group, and with everything that's been going on in the world lately, that rescheduling, canceling some things, rescheduling other things, shifting things around, working things out with that has kind of taken up a large chunk of my life right now. But I am back, and it's Easter Sunday, so I wanted to do something a little special for Easter. So as you can see, we have here a basket full of eggs. Now, these eggs, I've actually had these alien eggs for quite some time. I just haven't had a chance to dig into them yet. There's 3 in here, and as far as I know, I haven't opened any yet. I have more than these because I wanted to army build some aliens to put them against Predators and the Space Marines from the Colonial Marines from Halo, and just get a whole big war thing going on. But these 3 are the 3 different ones that they sell. I will put in the description below the code numbers on each egg and what you get with them, because I believe you do get 2 aliens per egg. And let's just pluck one out here. Let me see if I can pull it up. If you take a look, if you can see it right there, you can see that number 2779. Looks like 77TC. The last 2 numbers are really the only ones you have to pay attention to. There's a 76, a 77, and a 78, and those numbers will tell you which aliens are in which eggs. So Mega Construx put these out, and they went off of the success that they've been having with breakout beasts and crystal creatures. With their version of blind bags, they have blind eggs. And you can see the different types. They have them in pairs. The different types of Xenomorphs you get. That one glows in the dark. That one's going to be real cool. Okay, so let's open these up. We'll take a look at them. I'll put them together, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, there are 2 aliens per egg, and with all 3 eggs, that gives us 6 different types of aliens. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is that they are, yes, all basically built off of the same body mold. The only thing that has really changed is their coloration. And we'll take a look at that in a second, but one other thing that I wanted to point out is that each one comes with its own pamphlet here. Basically, it just tells you which ones are supposed to be in it, all the pieces you get, just so that you make sure that you have everything, because it does come in a packet of slime, just like the breakout beasts do. Also, you'll notice that this image down here, this promotional photo that they've been using, if you take a really good look at that, because this is in all of the promotions on their website, also it's the picture on the eggs themselves, but if you take a really good look at that, and then you look at the actual figures that we have down here, you'll notice that what is on the photo is actually much darker than the figures are themselves. Also, you'll notice that it does say Mega Construx Black Series. For those of you who don't know, their Black Series is something new that they came out with this season that includes their more adult-themed sets. Things like Aliens, things like Predator, Game of Thrones fits into that. I don't believe that's Halo. I don't think that's Halo there, but it is basically like their R-rated sets that they came out with. So, we're gonna, first of all, each one does come with slime, just like the breakout beasts. So we have this egg here, which these 2, the red and the dark green, and we'll take a closer look at that, but I believe they say this one or this one is supposed to be black. But we have a red and a dark green that came out of this egg, and this one, the slime that comes with this one, let me get it open, is actually some of my favorite stuff, because as you can see, this is a translucent green slime, and it fits more with the alien theme. Like, this is like their blood that acid blood that they have. And that's the slime that you get with that one. And because Mega Construx is made by Mattel, of course this is Mattel slime, which, as we all know, is the good stuff. So, between these and Breakout Beasts, if they ever bring out the slime pit for their Masters of the Universe line, man, are we going to be ready. This stuff, this is probably my least favorite one. I don't know why they brought this color out with the aliens. I mean, I like this type of slime, just not for the aliens. This is their translucent gold slime. We've seen this with Breakout Beasts. I don't have any crystal creatures, so honestly, I don't know if the crystal creatures come with slime. I'm assuming they do. But this stuff comes with these two down here. The orange and the gray. Right there. So that's what you get with that one. All of them have the resealable eggs. And then finally, the stuff that you get, the slime that you get with the bright green and the glow-in-the-dark alien is this silvery slime, which I like this stuff too. I like all the slime that they put out. Like I said, I just don't get why they chose the gold for aliens. The silver stuff kind of fits. I can see them putting that in there. But that green stuff is really the stuff that the one that goes with this best. Let me get this sealed back up. Put the eggs back in the basket. Now we'll also notice that each set of figures also comes with their own set of Facehuggers. You get an open Facehugger. Let me refocus this. It's really small. It doesn't want to focus on it. There you go. We get an open Facehugger, and we get the closed Facehugger. Okay. Now, the open Facehugger, I mean, we have those. They can scurry along the ground. That's cool. We can see them for display. I always like this type of Facehugger. I like the idea that you can actually, put the Facehugger on figures and have it basically face hugging. The little curly Q part down here can go around the neck, and this will fit over top of another minifig's head. And you see, we can set this up with anything that we want to. I really like it. I thought that was a cool addition when it first came out with the individual packed aliens. I thought that was really nice. Now, we're going to start off to the side here. This, like I said, one of these they say is black. And I don't know if it's supposed to be this one or if it's supposed to be that one. Or if they call them both black. But this to me is more of a dark green like color. I do like this color though. Out of all of the ones that we have down here, I think this is one of the ones that could pass off the most as a traditional style Xenomorph. Like I said, all of the molds are going to be the same. The color app, the paint app, is just going to be a little different. This is a solid color one. There's not much to it, although it does look cool. One thing that upsets me, I shouldn't say upsets me, but bums me out, is that all of them have this peg hole in the mouth for an extension for the secondary set of jaws to come out, but none of them come with a secondary set of jaws. You also notice that all of them come with this little 3-wide piece down here that you can use as a stand. That's about all you get for a stand with it, but it's enough. It'll hold them up. It'll hold them in a pose. I really like that. The next one we have is interesting. It's red with spots on it, a spotted red one. Now, this is definitely not a traditional alien color scheme, but I do like the look of it. I also think that a lot of these paint apps that they came out with are a throwback to the old 80s Kenner line when they were coming out with a bunch of different crazy colored alien action figures for their Aliens vs. Predator and their Aliens vs. Colonial Marines set. So I do like this one. This is probably my favorite off-color one. Set him down. Whoop. They're all falling. They're all a little back heavy because of the tail. Now we'll go over and we'll grab this one. This one's kind of a rust color to him. Also, he is spotted just like the red one. I'm not saying this one is bad, but I'm saying this coppery colored one is probably my least favorite of them. It's not that I think it's ugly. It's not that I think it's a bad color. It's just not the one that I like best out of all of them. I do like the two-toning that this one has, though. And I do like how the rib work of the torso stands out, and along the tail, really stands out with this color. Once again, he's spotted, he has the open mouth, and he has the three stud wide stand. Same mold for all of them. This is the one that I think they're calling black, but this is actually a it's a gray color. This one, and I think these two, I feel like these two are really the closest to the traditional alien coloring that you can get. And these two are going to look really good together. I have yet to get a black alien. I think the only actual black paint app alien that they released was a few years ago, and I missed out on that one, and I haven't been able to find him anywhere. Put him back. And this one, this green colored one, I think they were going for a translucent look for this one, because some parts of him, like his hands, his elbows, and that's really about it. But some parts of him are translucent, some parts of him are solid. He has a really interesting color going here, but because of how bright the color is, the detail, especially in the skull, doesn't always stand out real well. And if they were going to make him translucent, I wish they would have just gone all in and just made him translucent, because he comes with the glow-in-the-dark one, which we're going to take a look at soon. But I think if they would have made a translucent one and a glow-in-the-dark one, that would have been a really special 2-pack that you could have gotten for the Xenomorphs, because I don't believe they've ever made a translucent Xenomorph. And I think that would have been a really nice touch. And then finally we take a look at the glow-in-the-dark one. And the glow-in-the-dark one, I'll put video up of him glowing in the dark. Okay, as you can see here, the glow-in-the-dark function of the Xenomorph it's really disappointing, especially after how good Scareglow actually was. Like, Scareglow stood out. Scareglow, you could make out features, you could make out details, you could make out so much on Scareglow, he actually glowed. And this Xenomorph, just as an example, if you look at this video and then you go back and you look at the Scareglow video, it's the same camera, it's the same settings. I've had to lighten the video so you can see it as much as you can even see it now, versus Scareglow, he just stood out beautifully. It seems like there's only a few pieces on this figure that actually glows, like the crotch piece, the forearms, the joints, and the lower legs. Everything else is just a painted over body piece. The whole thing doesn't glow, which is especially disappointing for the tail. Like, I really wanted the tail to glow. But if I have one complaint about these figures, it's this quote-unquote glow-in-the-dark Xenomorph. He doesn't do a very good job, especially when they did such a fantastic job with Scareglow previously. Now, just for comparison, this is the figure that came out with the pack, with the last wave of minifigures. And you can see, like I said, it is very much the same mold. This one, though, with the paint app, the different shading of blue, this one very much has more heightened detail work than any of the ones down here, whereas they sort of tended to go with just a complete solid color on the Xenomorphs that come with the eggs. See that? I'm not saying that's bad. Like, $10, you get the egg, you get 2 Xenomorphs each, and you get the Facehugger, and you get the army build, you get the egg, you get the slime. Like, for $10, for 2 figures, I think you get a pretty good deal on that. And I do like them. Like I said, this is my least favorite, but it's not that I hate him. I love all of them. They're all very unique. They all very much have a place in your collection. And the hardest part I think people are having right now is finding these. I've seen online that some people can't get even one of these, and my Walmarts around me actually have a surplus that anytime I go in there, there's boxes of alien eggs just sitting there that people aren't buying. So I don't know what's up with distribution. I don't know why. Some are getting none, while others like me are getting an overabundance of them. But if you can find them, they are cool to have. They're a very nice addition to the collection. They're very good for army building. Like I said, if you want to put them against the Covenant or the Predators or the Halo Marines, they're good to have. So that's all I have for you today. As I said at the beginning of the video, I do apologize for being gone so long. You may hear it in my voice. My throat's still a little scratchy. I still have a bit of a cough, but I'm back and I'm going to start putting things out again. So I hope everybody has a happy Easter. I hope everybody stays safe and stays healthy. Play well, everyone. And as always, thank you for watching.